Thank you for joining us here at the UPMC Cole Wellness Center to do your yoga practice. If you have any questions, please feel free to post your questions and we'll get back to you after the practice, if not before. Okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start in our mountain pose, standing at the front of your mat. The palms of the hands are facing towards the front of the mat. Finding our good posture, closing the eyes, checking in with the breath. So we're just letting go of any stress from the day, any worries for tomorrow. As always, when we do a yoga practice, we let go of competition. We let go of judgment and expectations, being open to the gift of our practice. With the next inhale, reaching, stretching the arms to the sky. Exhale, heart center. Moving with your perfect breath. Your breath may be faster than my breath. My breath may be faster than your breath. One breath, one movement. One more time with breath and flow. We'll meet in heart center. Lateral flexion, lifting the right arm to the sky, feeling that stretch. Coming back to heart center, lateral flexion to the left arm, reaching to the sky. Exhale, heart center. Moving with breath and flow, moving from the right to the heart, to the left to the heart. One more time, we'll all meet in heart center. Stepping to the center of the mat into palm tree, collapsing the hands, lifting the arms as high as we can for today, stretching, lengthening. And then stepping our feet apart, collapsing the hands behind us, chest expansion. The shoulders are down and back. Turning our toes out to the side, to the corners of the mat. Moon pose, bending the knees, drawing the shoulder blades together. The fingers are wide open. Sun pose, just extending the arms, the palms to the sky, welcoming the sun. We had the beautiful sun today, being grateful, allowing it to warm us from the inside out. With the next exhale, 5-pointed star, turning the palms to the earth, lifting the crown of the head, stretching through the fingertips. And then building breath and flow. Inhale, sun pose. Exhale, 5-pointed star. Checking in with our shoulders. Finding the breath. One more time with breath and flow. We'll meet in sun pose. Sunflowers, reaching, stretching to the sky, hinging from the hips, gathering the flowers. Inhale, lifting, exhale, hinging. Allowing our breath to calm our minds. One more time with breath and flow. We'll meet back in sun pose. And then moving into spider pose. So we're going to come in the balls of the feet, crossing the wrist. This may be perfect with the fingertips on the earth. You may choose to bring the palms of the hands flat. You may choose to drop the forearms towards the earth. So we're on the balls of the feet, holding spider pose. Stepping back into mountain, inhale, overhead mountain, exhale, forward fold, our first forward fold. Just allowing the gravity to draw us towards the earth. Or Ragli and dog. Shaking our head, yes. Shaking our head, no. Shaking our head, yes. Walking the hands up the shins, a nice flat back, the crown of the head forward, the glutes behind us. Lifting up into chair pose, bending the knees, lifting the arms. Airplane arms, forward fold. So the arms are behind us, the crown of the head in front, stretching through the fingertips, pushing the glutes behind us, feeling that deep stretch. The next inhale, chair pose, lifting the arms. Forward fold. So there's nothing special about touching the floor, just doing the best we can, honoring our bodies, respecting our bodies. We never force, we just look for the challenge of the stretch. Just when you're ready, starfish fingers, the fingers are wide open, stepping back into downward facing dog. So we're on the balls of the feet, lifting our tailbone, dropping the head between the elbows, holding downward facing dog. Inhale, up on the toes, exhale, pressing the feet to the earth. Flowing, breathing. Checking in without judgment with our hamstrings, with our calf muscles. Moving with breath and flow. One more time. We'll meet in downward facing dog. One leg down dog, lifting the right leg as high as we can. Circle the ankle. Taking care of both directions. And then bending the right knee, allowing the hip to open. Stepping back to downward facing dog. One leg down dog, this time lifting the left leg as high as we can. Circle the ankle. And we're taking care of both directions. Bending the left knee, allowing the hip to open. Feeling the stretch in our hip. Downward facing dog. Coming down to all fours, making sure the hands under the shoulders, the knees are under the hips. Cow pose, lifting our tailbone, lifting the crown of our head, lengthening our arms. Cat's pose, tucking the tailbone under, lifting the mid back to the sky. Putting breath and flow together. Inhale, cow. Exhale, cat. Remember to lead with the tailbone. The tailbone is the first to move. The head is the last to get into the pose. One breath. One movement. One more time with breath and flow. We'll meet in cow pose. And then drawing the right hip towards the right shoulder, looking over the right shoulder. Cat's pose. Inhale, cow pose. Looking over the left shoulder, drawing the left hip towards the left shoulder, lengthening the arms, feeling that stretch in our obliques, our sides, the back. Cat's pose, rounding the mid-back. Pushing up into downward facing dog. We've been here before. Pushing through the arms into tall cobra, dropping the legs. Extended child's pose. We're going to stretch the shoulders, walking the fingers towards the front of the mat. Resting the forehead to the earth. Finding rest. Finding calmness in our breath. Thread the needle, sliding the left arm under the right, dropping the left ear to the earth. Taking care of our shoulders. Extended child's pose. Thread the needle, sliding the right arm under the left, dropping the right ear to the earth. Finding our way back to all fours. The tangled cat, stepping the right leg out to the right side. Taking our right hand to the right ankle or the outside of the foot. Taking the left hand between the legs to the left foot. Dropping the left ear. So we can choose to keep our hips high. We can choose to drop the hip low. The tangled cat. Stretching our inner thighs. Coming all the way up on the knee, gaze pose, lifting the left arm. Stretching, reaching to the sky. Open gate, dropping the left hand. The left hand is under the left shoulder, lifting the right leg, flexing the foot, lifting the right arm. Stretching, lengthening. And then adding a quadricep stretch if you choose. Taking the right hand to the right ankle and opening the chest towards the sky. Coming back to all fours as we prepare for the other side. Taking a nice deep inhale, the Tangled Cat, stepping the left foot out to the left side, the left hand to the left ankle, the right hand between the leg to the right foot, dropping the right ear to the earth. Choosing to keep the hip high or choosing to drop the hip low. Coming all the way up into gate stretch, lifting the right arm, stretching. The left arm is just rested onto the shin, to the thigh, wherever you need to be. No judgment, no expectations, no competition. Open gate, dropping the right hand, lifting the left leg, lifting the left arm. Reaching a little higher towards the sky. And then adding a quadricep stretch. The left hand meets the left ankle. Opening the chest. Coming back to all fours. The runner stretch, stepping the right leg behind us on the ball of the foot, pressing the heel towards the earth. Again, we have the starfish fingers. It's like we're trying to stretch the mat. Lizard pose, stepping the foot between the hands. So we have some options here. We can come up on the ball of the foot. That may be perfect for today. With the right foot forward, taking the right hand possibly to the outside of the right foot, behind the right knee. This may be good as we draw the knee to the chest, or we can drop down to the left forearm. Lizard pose, stretching the crown of the head forward. And then dropping the right knee to modified warrior one, lifting the arms to the sky. Twisting, dropping the left hand to the earth, lifting the right arm. Twisting, modified warrior one. Our bodies love our deep stretches. There's a purpose for every pose. Coming back to all fours. The runner stretch, the calf stretch, stepping the left leg behind us, pressing the heel of the foot towards the earth. Holding the stretch, breathing into the stretch. Your exhale, pressing the heel closer towards the earth. Challenging ourselves, but not forcing. Lizard pose, stepping the left foot between the hands, coming up on the ball of the right foot. This may be perfect. Where do you need to go for today? Maybe the left hand between the legs, placed on the outside of the left foot. Maybe dropping the right forearm. Finding your perfect lizard stretch. Breathing into the stretch. knee, lifting both arms to the sky. Twisting, dropping the right hand. Twisting, looking towards the sky to the left hand. If it bothers our neck, we take care of the neck by looking towards the earth. Downward facing dog. Plank hold. So just remember in plank that we still have the arms stretched long, engaging our core center. Downward facing dog. Upward facing dog. The legs are lifted the best we can, finding our back bend. Extended child's pose. Modified plank. Bending the elbows to crocodile, the elbows right by our side, pushing the shoulders away from the ears. Finding the upper body strength. Modified plank. Downward facing dog. Stepping to forward fold. This time we're going to wrap the arms behind the knees, giving ourselves a well-deserved hug. The forehead towards the knees. If you need to bend the knees, that's okay. Lifting up to chair pose. Airplane arms, forward fold, stretching through the fingertips. Chest expansion. Adding on to chest expansion, forward fold, pushing the shoulders away from the ears. Chair pose. And standing tall to palm tree. Just as we started, lifting, lengthening. The arms are by the ears or behind the ears. Finding rest, rest, and mountain as we prepare for the work, our warriors. So we're going to start off with a pyramid, stepping the right foot back. The toes are pointed forward, hinging from the hip. The hands can be on the thigh, to the shins, to the ankles, fingertips to the earth, palms of the hands to the earth, maybe stretching the wrists by turning the palms of the hands. So again, we honor our bodies, we respect our bodies. Where would you like to be just for today? Each day can be different. So our feet are like they're on a railroad track. Bending the front knee, lifting the back heel to crescent lunge, finding our balance. So we should be able to see our big toe. The knee is stacked over top of the ankle. Cactus arms, just like in moon, we're drawing the shoulder blades together. Pyramid with airplane arms. Opening up to warrior two, opening the chest, opening the hip, gazing over our front fingertips. We're the peaceful warriors, strong. Side angle pose, dropping the left arm to the left thigh, lifting the right arm. Again, protecting the neck, possibly looking down at the earth or looking up towards the sky. So in side angle, we can rest the arms. If you want to go lower, just keep the chest open. The hip is open. Being willing to hold it here or dropping the arm right by the ear. Opening, lengthening. Reverse warrior. Lifting the left arm. Finding our back bend. Triangle pose, both legs are now straight, dropping the left arm and lifting the right. So again, we can be on the shin, sliding down towards the earth. Twisting triangle, dropping the right hand, twisting, lifting the left arm. Reverse triangle, both legs are straight, lifting the left arm. Finding our way back to warrior two. Squaring our hips, warrior one. Squaring our hips towards the front of the mat. Stepping to mountain as we prepare for the other side. So you can choose to stay at the front or you can choose to come to the back of the mat as we prepare for the other side. Closing our eyes, we're going to just start with a 3-part breath, taking the top fingers to the belly button. So we're going to start by breathing from the bottom, pushing the abdominals out, and then taking that breath up through the chest, up through the ribs. We're going to hold it for 4 counts. And then we're going to let it all go, get all that stale air out of the bottom of the lungs. So inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Blow it out, blow it out, blow it out, blow it out, till there's no more air left and you have to take a breath. We're going to try the 3-part breath one more time. As we inhale, we open the chest. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Hold. 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Blow it out, blow it out, blow it out. Our breath helps with the stress that we have in our lives. We can become fast breathers when we feel stressed. Taking time for our breath. Pyramid, stepping the left foot back. Once again, we're on the railroad track, hinging from the hips, taking the hands to the thigh, to the shins, to the ankles, towards the earth, finding your perfect pyramid stretch. Taking the nose towards our big toe. So noticing the stretch wherever we are without judgment, that as we hold this stretch, we can relax our muscles and go a little deeper with the exhale. Our exhale is used to fall deeper, deeper into the stretch. Lifting up into crescent lunge, lifting the back heel, lifting the arms, checking in, the knee stacked over the ankle, finding our balance. Pyramid, airplane arms, pushing the crown of the head forward, the fingers behind us. Coming back up into crescent lunge and cactus arms, drawing the shoulder blades together. Opening to warrior two, opening the chest, opening the hip. Gazing over the front fingertips. Side angle pose, dropping the right arm on the right thigh, lifting the left arm. Choosing to stay here, choosing to keep the chest open and go lower. Dropping the arm by the ear, stretching, reaching, opening the chest. Reverse warrior, finding our back bend. Just for this pose, placing a slight smile upon our face, softening our face. Triangle pose, both legs are straight, lifting the left arm. Twisting triangle, dropping the left hand to the earth and twisting, lifting the right arm. reverse triangle, lifting the right arm, finding our back bend. Warrior two. This time we're going to turn our toes to the side of the mat, standing straddle, forward fold. Sliding the hands towards the earth, towards the ankle. So we're going to use what we call a sinking breath. The sinking breath, the exhale is longer than our inhale. So if we inhale for 4 counts, we want to exhale for at least 2 counts longer, maybe 6 or 8 counts or longer. The exhale is where we stretch towards our mid-body. Inhale, releasing slightly. Exhale, stretching, using our sinking breath. Placing the right hand to the center of the mat, twisting, lifting the left arm. Our twisting is so good for our digestive system. Taking both hands to the left ankle, the forehead towards the left knee. Twisting, placing the left hand to the center of the mat, lifting the right arm. Taking both hands to the right ankle, the forehead towards the right knee. Goddess pose, so we can stay high and just turn the toes out with the hands to the heart center. We can come low, grounding all 4 corners of both feet, dropping the hips towards the earth, bringing our hands to the heart center, using the elbows to open our inner thighs. So in Goddess pose, we'd love to find gratitude, breathing in through the nose, out through the nose. What are we grateful for just for today? Looking for things every day that we're grateful for, especially when we're on our yoga mats. The little things, the big things, the people in our lives. Gratitude for our health, always grateful for our health. Gratitude for our breath. Relaxing the hips, breathing. Stepping back into mountain pose at the front of the mat. Inhale, overhead mountain. Exhale, heart center. Preparing for balance. So today we're going to do the balancing pigeon. So we're going to take the right foot behind us as we prepare. The hands to the heart center, crossing the right leg over the left, and then sitting into the pose the best we can for today. So if it's windy and we're all over the place, that's okay, no judgment. The practice brings progress. Holding, balancing pigeon. So if we're all over the place, we try one more time, right? We're going to come back and try the other side. Bring the hands to the heart center. Stepping the left foot behind us. Balancing pigeon, crossing the left leg over the right thigh. Sitting as low as we can for today. It helps a lot to find a focus point. We're stretching our hips as we balance. Inhale, overhead mountain. Exhale, forward fold. Our last standing forward fold, holding onto the elbows, rocking front and back, front and back. Releasing any tension in the lower back. Checking in one more time with the hamstrings. Coming down to low squat. And then lifting the chest to balancing squat. We're on the balls of the feet. And then coming all the way down to seated position. Staff pose. The legs are long on the mat. Sitting very tall with good posture. Inhale, overhead. Exhale, seated. Forward fold. The crown of the head towards the big toe. The hands on the shins, the ankles, the feet. Remember, you are in charge always of your own practice. As we get into some of our deep stretches, modifications are always welcome. Staff pose, sitting tall, is a safe pose. So I'm just going to turn and face you for the next one. So we're sitting back into staff pose as we prepare for Cradle the Baby. Taking the right foot into the left arm, sitting as tall as we can for today. The left foot is flexed, the right foot is flexed. Sitting tall, drawing that baby close to the heart. And then just relaxing the leg on top of the left thigh. Lengthening the thigh, lengthening the spine, and dropping the chest towards the earth. Spinal twist. Placing that right foot to the earth and looking over the right shoulder, drawing the knee in towards the chest as we twist. Sitting as tall as we can. Coming back to staff pose. Cradle the baby, taking the left foot into the right arm. can all think of our favorite babies as we draw that leg towards the heart. Just as you're ready, dropping the left leg on the right thigh, lengthening the spine, dropping the chest towards the earth. Knowing that final relaxation is getting near. Spinal twist, placing the left foot on the earth, looking over the left shoulder as we draw the left knee to the chest, twisting. Butterfly feet, bringing our feet together, forward fold, dropping the knees towards the earth, the chest towards the big toes. Boat pose, we're going to place both feet on the earth, lifting the right leg, lifting the left leg, half boat. Maybe extending both legs to full boat, extending the arms, lifting the chest. We have a nice V. And then placing both feet to the earth, lying flat down on our backs. Happy baby. Lifting both legs to the sky, holding on to the ankles. Maybe the balls of the feet, maybe the big toe with the first two fingers. The knees are wider than our hips. Happy baby. So in Happy Baby, you're in charge of your practice. You may want to be active, rocking side to side, massaging the spine, the lower back. You may choose to be very calm and just hold the pose wherever you would like to be. No matter where we are, closing the eyes just for a few moments, enjoying the Happy Baby pose. Placing both feet to the earth, the bridge pose. So we're going to bring the feet as close as we can to the buttocks, lifting the glutes to the sky, collapsing the hands under the buttocks and rolling the shoulders under. This allows us to lift the hips a little higher. We may choose to stay here. We may choose to go up in the balls of the feet. You may choose to push up into the wheel. If you have never done the wheel, you don't want to try it tonight, but it's basically your tucking the knees tension in the lower back that we created. Recline palm tree, just like we started, collapsing the hands. The arms are past the ears, stretching through the palms of the hands, through the heels of the feet. Extending the arms out from the shoulders, the palms of the hands to the sky. The next inhale, taking the right hand to meet the left thigh, the toes behind the knee and dropping the knee towards the earth. So our goal is to keep both shoulders upon our mats, looking or gazing over the left fingertips. Extending the arms out from the shoulders, preparing for the other side. A nice deep inhale, the left hand meets the right thigh, dropping the right knee towards the earth, looking over the right fingertips. So our last stretch is going to be our hamstring stretch. If you have a belt, we'll take your belt and place it on the right foot. If you don't have a belt, that's okay. We'll hold on to the thigh. So you have your choice. If for any reason you're taking care of the lower back, please keep the left knee bent. Otherwise, the left leg can be long. So we're either holding on to the thigh or holding on the belt with the right hand. The hamstring stretch. Dropping the right leg very slowly out to the right side. Enjoying the journey. As slowly as you got there, when you're ready, finding your way back to the hamstring stretch. If you have a belt, switching to the left hand. Otherwise, we're just guiding the right leg across the left thigh. Coming back to the hamstring stretch. Switching to the left leg, holding on to the left thigh, or holding on to the belt with the left hand. Finding that perfect tension for this moment on the belt, on the thigh. Very slowly dropping the left leg out to the left side. Coming back to the hamstring stretch. And then guiding the foot across the right thigh, just as we did on the other side. Coming back to the hamstring stretch. Releasing the belt, moving into our final relaxation, the corpse pose, getting comfortable into the mat. If you have a blanket at home and you want to throw it over you or dim your lights, this is our special time. No place to go, no place to be. We're so busy every day, very busy. We don't take time to relax, to rest our minds. So getting comfortable into your mat. If you choose to sit, closing your eyes and finding your crisscross legs. Starting to really notice the breath, notice the inhale, the very beginning of each inhale. Notice the very ending of each exhale. So as you stay with the breath, I want you to go to the beach today. Visualize the beautiful ocean, the blue water. What do you see? What do you smell? What do you hear? Do you taste the salty air? It's a beautiful day. Look at the blue sky. As we look up at the blue sky, soften our facial muscles, the forehead. Close your eyes just for a few moments. The sun is bright, beating down. We have to close our eyes just for a little bit. Rest the eyes. The back of the eyes. Being grateful for our eyesight. Resting the eyes. Sitting down into the white sand, lying down on our backs. Feel the softness of the sand around us. Relax the neck muscles and the shoulders. Feel the warm sun beating on our face. Starting at the top of the spine, vertebrae by vertebrae, moving down the spine, letting go of any tension in our backs. Let it go, let it go, let it go. Resting into the sand, resting our backs. The shoulders are relaxed, the arms, the elbow joints, just letting go of any tension that we may be carrying in the arms. Then checking in with the fingers and hands, wiggle the fingers and relax the hands. Let it go. We want to carry tension in our hands. Let it go. Let it go. Letting go of any of that tension. As we feel the sun above us and the soft sand beneath us, taking our focus to the lower body, the legs, the knee joints, the calf muscles, the shins, the ankles, and the toes of the feet. Relaxing from the top of the head to the tips of the toes. From the tips of the toes to the top of the head. As you rest into the sand and feel the sun beating down on you, checking in with your body, is there any muscle that you need to relax? Any joint that you need to let that tension out? We're going to take a few moments to stay with the breath, to relax. In final relaxation. Thank you for joining us.